What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can probably tell from the screen here, we are back in Assetto Corsa here on the Xbox today, and we're just going to be doing a little drifting here in the Toyota Supra. I might break another car out, it just depends on how long we're in this vehicle and how long I can get out of one session. As you might be able to see on screen, I have sort of got a setup on this actually worked out that seems to do pretty good most of the time. It is still not quite as good as most of the mod cars out there in some ways, but it does seem to handle really well. As you can see there, super close on the wall, and I've actually been able to link most of this together for the most part here recently when I've been drifting in the game, since I've got a setup that seems to be fairly stable on the car. So anyways guys, I don't want to waste any more time here on our intro. Let's go ahead and jump out of this here and we'll switch the wheel cam back on and get started. Just about stalled it out there. As you guys can see though, I am in the like helmet cam view. I find it just is a lot easier here on Xbox where you don't have real head motion to be able to help you out with seeing around corners, and it just really makes it a lot easier to judge. Oh, didn't get into the throttle soon enough there, but it makes it a lot easier to judge how much angle you have in the car, because I find driving from the like cockpit cam or whatever, it just doesn't give you enough view to see what's going on, and it makes it extremely hard when you're drifting. A little offline there, but I made it work. Now, when I say I finally got a setup that works on this thing, I actually didn't change the stock one as much as I thought I would need to. It was more minor tweaks. I threw that in way too hard just to get it to be a little bit more stable and to get the grip levels where I wanted them to be. And then I really played around with the brakes a lot till I finally got a balance and a pressure I liked for left foot braking. And I actually have ABS left on just because it makes it a little more consistent feeling. I keep waiting to get on power way too long since I'm talking. I keep getting distracted. But yeah, for the most part, I didn't change the stock setup a whole lot. Obviously, I'm not on semi-slicks anymore. It is on street tires. But I only added 2 pounds of pressure to the rear. Stocks, our front's still stock tire pressure. I did just give it a little bit more camber in the front, but as far as the rest of the suspension, basically all just how it came. I played around with other settings and it kind of makes the car better sometimes, but it usually breaks the car as a whole and it just does not drive as stable. A little bit on the curb on that one. Alright, I'm going to stop talking here for a minute and see if we can't actually put a decent run here. I'm actually going to run this coming back the other way. Left foot brake there to slow it down. I'm still trying to get the gearing where I like like it. It doesn't work for some of this too well because it'd be a little too low in third or a little too high in second gear. A little tighter than I want to be. Let's see. There we go. A little left foot brake. Just pull me out to the edge a little bit more. A little left foot brake there. A little clutch kick. Let's see if we can get it out to the wall. Oh, I flicked it too hard. I was like right on the wall on that one too. Just barely made it in that one. My line was way off coming in there though. My line on entry was a little off there, but I bet it actually looks pretty sick on replay cam. We'll check it out here after I finish this run. Oh, I flicked it way too hard there. It's alright, let's jump out here and check out that replay real quick. Go back to about here, that way we can see how shaky that run actually was heading into this like little keyhole over here. Definitely not the cleanest run, but it wasn't as twitchy as it felt on the wheel. Oh, I was way off in the grass on that front. See, left corner on the car there. The rest of the run through there wasn't too bad. And you can see right there, I just flicked it super hard and that was it. You can kind of see what I mean though. For the most part, this is a fairly stable tune, especially when you're talking like stock Kunos cars, and I just went into neutral there. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to keep it off the grass there. I got on throttle way too late. I knew as soon as I actually get on throttle, there was no way I was going to catch the back of the car and keep it on track. Caught the end of the wall there. I've had a few decent runs. Whenever I record myself drifting here in Assetto Corsa, my nerves always get the best of me, and it's so hard for me to link together a really good run. If you guys have watched any of my other videos here though, I'm sure you guys can see a big difference. I'm definitely a lot better on PC with mod cars. They just handle better, they make more sense for the most part. And there's just a lot bigger variety, especially with cars I'm more comfortable with, because I never really drove many big turbo cars that have a lot of lag before you get in power like this. It's been a really big learning curve for me to learn to drive the Supra. The M3 and the well, I guess there's two M3s, isn't there? But the M3s were fairly easy for me to actually get a decent setup and learn to drift in here, because they do have a fairly good torque curve, so they actually pick up power pretty well. The newer BMW third gear in that car makes no sense, so that one you have a little more trouble with on bigger tracks or like the really big. They have trouble with corners like this, is what I was trying to say. It just does not have enough power in third gear to be able to do anything, so you're kind of limited to smaller track layouts with that car. Just want to kind of brain dead there for a second, trying to think about what I was going to say. I never even broke level 1 on that one because I was just trying ridiculous stuff and I kept messing up. Okay, let's see if we can actually get at least one drift scored so I don't run out of time in 50 seconds. That was a terrible entry there. Should be able to link both those corners together in one continuous drift. I just have a really hard time getting enough speed coming into there to actually hold it. That was actually not a bad entry there at all. I kind of go back and forth on that corner between foot brake and handbrake to slow down for it. Either one works pretty well. It just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in that round. Oh, stay out of the grass. I need points. We're just going to salvage the points before I make a mistake, especially coming into this section here. I haven't practiced this area nearly as much as the other half of the track, so it's a 50-50 chance I'll make it through or end up wiping out. Oh, I cannot believe I held that. Oh, that's alright. I wanted to go back and look at the replay from that entry. Lost angle there for a little bit, but I did manage to save it at that run. Not as close to the wall there as I would have liked to be. Real close to the wall there, though. Yeah, you can see what I was saying on that run there. I came in super shallow on the entry on that and just not much angle at all. Did manage to salvage it though and clean my lineup as that run went on. Not a terrible line through there. See, I need to have more speed and cutting closer to the inside of that corner so I can keep the drift going and connect the end of this corner. I can do it every once in a while, I just have a really hard time being really consistent with that line. For one of the stock Kuno's cars, that was a lot of angle. Definitely a lot better than that other run was. A little bit closer to the wall on that one. And then that's where I just saved those points so I didn't end up having to restart again. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and do a few more passes here and then we'll probably call it after that. I've just got a lot going on right now. I missed yesterday's video because of it, so I don't have a whole lot of time today to get a video made, but I wanted to get something quick knocked out, and I figured since I have improved quite a bit and I've actually got somewhat decent setups for these cars, I'd go ahead and hop on Assetto Corsa because it's been a while since I have done a video here, show you guys how things have been going on that front. Kind of see the nose dive there. I got on the foot brake so much trying to slow the car down. I knew I had way too much speed. I bet that'll look pretty good on replays though. That felt like it was a pretty good run. Oh, just barely caught that and saved it. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's so much better there. Just about parked it. I want to check out the replay on that too. Looked pretty, felt like it was a really good run. I want to see if it actually was. It's actually a really nice entry through there. Kind of parked it a little bit right there. That definitely would have been getting me smashed into if I was leading during a tandem. Actually a really clean, smooth entry there. I'm really surprised that I've started to really nail that corner and get it down. It's probably one of my favorite parts of this track. That and this little like really tight hairpin section through there. It's really fun because you can kind of play around with how you take that line. You can see there I snapped the car and I was able to give it enough throttle to kind of pull it out and reduce steering angle and then get back into angle once I actually was able to get the car moving forward again. Really deep in angle on that one, just barely cleared that. That was much better than the last run through there, that's for sure. Alright guys, let's go ahead and run this timer out. See how many points I can get. I honestly couldn't even tell you what the highest level I've hit anymore is. I've managed to keep this thing going for quite a while before just barely saving it and managed to scrape up points. Oh, I missed third. Yeah, that really screwed me there. I did not have enough speed left for that. Oh! That was a really, really bad entry into that. Okay, we're going to the pinhole. I do not know what happened, but all of a sudden I just forgot how to drive a car, apparently. it there. A little bit of understeer there. Managed to save it and keep it off the wall, so can't really complain too much about that mistake. Come on, come on, come on. Managed to keep it on the track at least. Just about went into the wall on that one. Snapped it back too much. I think I had a lot more angle when I was trying to manji into this corner than I actually did. Or, I think I had more angle than I thought I did, is what I meant to say. Very hard to focus on drifting and talking at the same time. Oh, come on, hold it, hold it, hold it. I cannot believe I just linked that all together. That was crazy. I honestly did not know if this Supra had it in it. Little power shift straight third there. Just about lost that. Alright guys, so I'm already running over 20 minutes worth of footage here. As you can see, this has been over 24 minutes already, so I'm already going to have some decent little bit of editing to do, so we're just going to watch some of the replays here on these last few runs, see how they look, and we'll go ahead and end the video here. I really hope you guys did enjoy the video. It wasn't too boring. Hope I drove decently enough for you guys. I know I had a few decent runs here, but definitely was not my best driving today. So as you guys can see, you definitely can drift the stock cars. They're not the greatest. Once you get them down, they're definitely very driftable, but they kind of hurt you when you come back to mod cars that handle a little better, because you do learn some really bad habits. For instance, a lot of them have very twitchy handling steering. They're not very smooth, and it leads to a lot of corrections and drift. As you can see, you can smooth it out, you can control it, but just the way the car's throttle and steering inputs feel connected just feel too twitchy on a lot of them. They're not very smooth, they don't transition smoothly. Obviously it should snap and transition fast, but it's just very... I don't want to use aggressive, but really that's about the best terminology for it, because it does just transition really aggressively sometimes, and when it does, there's no way you're possibly going to catch it, and it's really easy to do. It's actually hard to learn to not do that with these cars. You compare that to with some of the other, like the 501 cars, the ADT cars, I believe that's what it's called. It's been a while since I've checked some of them out. Usually when I hop on my PC to actually play Assetto, I don't spend a lot of time on going over which cars I'm going to use. I just have a few favorites I drift. So like I said, my laptop can't handle playing Assetto that great unless I like reduce all the graphics and stuff, so I don't worry about what I actually running most of the time. I just pick a car I like, drift it for a while. But even then, most of them are just much more stable once you're in drift, and they just don't snap so violently all of a sudden. It is really hard to hold drift in some of these cars. As you can see, the setup I have on here actually does a pretty good job. You can hold some pretty crazy lines, but you've got to really be on top of the car the entire time, or you're not going to be able to handle it. Anyways guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video and seeing the progress I've been making here on the console version of Assetto Corsa. Definitely made it a long way as far as tuning and driving here on the console version since when I picked it up. And I gotta say, it's definitely been worth the struggle because like I said, my computer sucks running this game. It's a tiny screen and I don't currently have a way to hook my laptop up to my TV. So all around, it's kind of a pain for me to play mod cars. Anyways guys, if you did enjoy the video today, please hit that like button down below, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
You